Welcome to the speaking section of IELTS examination. My name is Sapna Dhameja and I would be your examiner for this part of the test, and this test would be recorded. May I know your full name, please?
Yes, definitely. My name is Gungun Batra.
How may I address you?
You may call me as Gungun.
Okay. Where do you live, Gungun?
I live in Tohana. Tohana is situated in the northern plains of India.
Okay. Are you working or a student?
I'm a student. I recently passed out from senior secondary school from non-medical stream.
That's good. Now, few questions will be based on chatting. Do you like chatting with friends?
Yes, definitely. I like chatting with my friends as friends are very close to me and I am very close to them. They are like my family members. They always guide me, teach me whenever I need them.
Okay. What do you usually chat about with your friends?
To be honest, I usually chat about with my friends regarding makeup or reading books because one of my friend is fond of reading books and another one is fond of doing makeup or she's a makeup artist.
Mm-hmm. Do you prefer to chat with a group of people or with only one friend?
Well, I prefer to chat with only one friend because I'm kind of introvert type of person who usually chat with only one friend. We usually chat on Snapchat.
That's good. Do you prefer to communicate face to face or through social media?
Truly speaking, I prefer to communicate on social media because I'm phone addicted type of person who always use Snapchat, and on Snapchat through maintaining streak I can communicate with anyone.
So before proceeding further to this interview, here I would like to inform at your IELTS partner, we are offering online classes for IELTS and spoken English. If you guys wish to enroll, then you can book a free demo class first of all, and later on you can enroll in our courses. The number is displayed either in the pinned comment or in the description. You can write WhatsApp message or you directly can call to us. Thank you so much. Now, few questions will be based on internet. When did you start using internet, Gungun?
To be honest, I started using internet when I was in 8th standard. My father gave me phone for studies, but I use it for multi-purpose.
How often do you go online?
To be honest, really speaking, nowadays I'm not having a mobile phone or any source of using internet. To concentrate better on my studies, I am on offline.
How does internet influence people?
As far as I know, the internet influences people in many ways. As my mother loves to cook delicious dishes for me, she learned this with the help of an internet.
Okay, and don't you think it has a negative impact too?
Yes, it has a negative impact too, as my brothers used to play watching TVs and playing games, which is a negative impact in our eyes.
What would you do without internet?
I will definitely spend some time with my sister or my mother and help her in her new profession.
Now, few questions will be based on holidays. Where did you go for your last holiday?
For my last holidays, I went for a Huzur Sahib, which is also known as Guru Gobind Singh Ji Sachkhand. It is situated in the southern plains of India near Nanded.
Do you like holidays?
Yes, definitely I like holidays. I enjoy holidays because they offer a vital break from our daily routine and it offers rest and relaxation for time.
Okay, which public holiday you like the best?
The public holiday which I like the best is the Gandhiji's birthday, which is on 2nd of October. I enjoyed the most on this holiday because he's a very ideal person for me and he acts like my role model.
Okay, what do you do on holidays?
I will definitely spend some time with my brothers by playing video games or playing Ludo, or spend some time with my mother by helping her in household chores.
That's wonderful. Now this is end of the part 1. I'm going to give you a cue card and you have to speak between 1 and 2 minutes. And if you wish to make notes, then you can use paper and pencil for making notes. Okay, yes, Gungun, you may start speaking now.
Yes, there are many friends who came across in my life, but one of my friends who is very closest to me is Mehak Kakkad. She lives in Rampura. She is basically from village. She recently passed out from senior secondary school and she got 85 percentile in academics. That's quite impressive. She is basically from village and she personifies the spirit of Christianity and she is compassionate and kind. She forces me to believe that basic goodness in a human being can be awakened with unconditional love and understanding. She is from village and many people in the village thought that girls are meant only for the kitchen, which is quite not interesting, and she decided to prove them wrong. So she learned a language which is also known as Canada's second language, that is French language. She found it very difficult task as some of the vocabulary words are totally different from our English language. She learned this to go for abroad higher studies. And I think it would be very easier to learn something from a teacher or not. From my perspective, it is very difficult to learn without a teacher, as it is a very most toughest and challenging task to learn something without teacher, as it requires more dedication and efforts. Moreover, without teacher it is very difficult whether we are in a right direction or not, so one must have teacher to learn.
Very wonderful. Now this is end of the part 2. Now I'm going to ask some follow-up questions, and all the follow-up questions will be based on the cue card. Okay, Gungun, is it necessary to keep learning after graduating from school?
Yes, definitely. It is necessary to keep learning after graduating from school. As a person wants to become an engineer, she should never stop learning or focus on some few subjects. For example, physics, chemistry, math is an important subject for engineer.
Should teachers make classes fun?
Yes, of course, teachers should make classes in their fun. Instead of using white blackboard or black blackboard, they should use smart boards, or by reading thoroughly through a chapter, they should provide an animated video of the chapter.
Why you think so?
Because reading through a chapter is a quite boring thing according to me.
It's for you or for everybody?
For everyone, I think so. I observed that many people love to watch animated video of chapter.
Do you think there are too many subjects for students to learn?
As per I think, yes, there are too many subjects for students to learn. When I was in 10th standard, I found it very difficult to learn too many subjects, which declined in my percentage.
Okay. Is it better to focus on few subjects or to learn many subjects?
Well, truly speaking, it is better to focus on few subjects. As a person wants to become a doctor, he should definitely focus on few subjects. For example, to become a doctor, she should focus on biology, physics, chemistry, not by additional subjects.
Why you think so?
I think so because to becoming a doctor, she should never stop learning, especially bio, and physics, chemistry is also important part.
But why you think that a person must focus on few subjects, not too many subjects?
Because
not the example of doctor, just general thing.
Because to focus on the few subjects, a person can achieve his or her goal in life.
Okay, so you mean to say that it is very easy to achieve the targets?
Yes.
Okay, but nowadays people are doing multitasking. What do you think about that?
It depends upon interest. But according to me, if a person take a bio subject, it is very difficult to learn. It is a very vast subject. So I said it is better to focus on few subjects.
Okay. Do you think enterprises should provide training to their employees?
As per my perspective, according to my perspective, yes, it is a key to productivity and good team building. Even if the employers have technical skills, they might be unaware about company's culture work. So training should be necessary. However, the training should not be very prolonged. It should be just enabled to fit into the position.
That's good. Wonderful. Thank you. This is end of the test. So now this is time to give the feedback for Gungun's interview. I'm giving her 6.5 band score. First of all, I would like to talk about part 1. In the part 1, I am quite satisfied with her answers, and she was able to follow the criteria, be this was fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, or pronunciation. Now coming to the part 2, here there are some problems in the part 2 when she was telling the answer of that cue card, when describe a friend who learned something without teacher. So I realized that some of the part, I could say half of the part of this cue card answer was cramped. Maybe not, but when she was speaking very fastly, then I consider that maybe this is a rote learning she did. But in next half, she did well. She talked about the friend who learned without teacher French language. So this was quite good and she answered very well. But the biggest problem which I found here in part 2 answer, her grammatical range and accuracy, that she was doing some rare grammatical errors, and coherence wise, if I say, then she was not using connectors when she was joining one point to another point. So if you are also preparing for IELTS test, and especially the cue card, this is really very important to use right connector. when you talk about bullet points one by one. Try to join them with good connectors. It could be moreover, additionally, what can I say more? It could be furthermore, or I would like to say, I would like to add on. So these type of connectors one can add so that you could be able to explain logically your ideas. Moreover, in the coherence, a person gets a chance to think about further in a right way, in a logical way. So here she missed that in the coherence part, and rest of the criteria, be this was fluency, lexical resource, or pronunciation, she was good at doing. Now coming to the part 3 follow-up questions. Though her answers were quite good, but this is recommended. Try to speak at least 4 to 5 sentences in the follow up and try to give some general examples. She gave some general examples in some of the answers, but in some of the answers, she was quite short answers where I asked her in between, why do you think so? How it is happening? Because I asked some questions, but examiner would not ask in the real examination these type of questions. They just use their facial expression, or they use their hand gestures, they use their body language, hand movement, if they want that you must speak more, or if they want that you just add some examples, then they can say you during the exam add some general example. So in the part 3, my recommendation to Gungun and the people who are planning to appear in the IELTS for the speaking, my recommendation is that in the part 3, try to elaborate your ideas between 4 to 5 sentences. Generally, I recommend that 3 to 4 sentences are enough, but at least try to go at a length 4 to 5 sentences. And above all, rather than giving some personal examples, give general examples. Elaborate your ideas, why, and then give some general examples. Thank you so much. Hope this feedback would be helpful if you are planning to take IELTS test soon. Thank you.